we're back. We're here. I'm discussing my top 10 favorite mods in Street Fighter 6 so far. There's a lot of really good mods that a lot of the community has been putting together. I think I have most of them installed. There are going to be some notable mentions throughout the video as well. I'm probably going to save that for the end. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the notable mentions, and then we're going to transition to the top 10. And really the top 10 that I have in there is, you know, aesthetic mods, you know, characters that have different costumes, and some little nods to previous games that I very much really enjoyed. Yeah, let's check this thing out. The first honorable mention goes to Kingpin Honda. Look how good this thing looks, man. Wow. Damn, the pink looks great. This one looks great. I think I'm hoping at some point Capcom actually makes something like this for most of the characters. I feel like they need more, like, there needs to be more costumes in Street Fighter 6. Like, it's time. I'm hoping for EVO, one of the announcements is like, oh, we're gonna have like new costumes and stuff. It's gonna be great. So yeah, man, this one's fantastic, and this is usually the mod that I have on E Honda most of the time, so it's pretty good. All right, next honorable mention, and it's Chun-Li Tifa. This one, I don't know why I haven't installed it yet, but the images look freaking amazing. Look at her, man. God damn. And Chun has a lot of mods in this game so far. Like, she has way too many, is what I'll say, but this looks absolutely fantastic. It fits her really well. So that's the honorable mention for Chun and Honda. I think those are really, so like if this is like a top 12, you know, this would be my top 12, but we'll just keep it at that. All right, let's get to our top 10. And at top 10 is Cammy in her Android 18 outfit. And I'll just stick with Ryu as our sort of default. She looks, it's not even fair. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not even fair how good this shit looks. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. Stop looking at her chest, chat. For those who don't know who Android 18 is, she is an android from the Dragon Ball Z series. And she's married to Krillin for some reason. Anyways, this one looks great. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. It just works, in my opinion. It works really well. Let's get to our next character, because the next one is a costume. This one looks great, and it's Guile. It's Guile wearing Wesker's outfit from Resident Evil 4 Remake. And I mean, come on, man. Are you kidding me right now? He got the shades. It just works. It's like Guile is like just left like some business meeting or something like that, or like he's a cop now. This is basically like if there was a cop version of Guile, this is him. The tailoring looks really good. It doesn't really clip too much. There's some clipping in the arm area, right? But for the most part, man, it looks great. And there's like multiple colors of it that also look really good. The shoes look really good. It's just everything about it. It's just fantastic, man. It just works. You know what I'm saying? It really just works, in my opinion. So Guile takes the number 9 spot. Honestly, it would be higher, but there's just some mods that I personally think are a little bit better, and just ones that I personally like on my own that I just prefer. Next up, and we got another suited character. That I'm just gonna say this right now. There's a lot of suited characters in this game, and it's freaking it's Zangief. it's Mr. Gief. Look at this thing. Are you kidding me? It just works. It just works. It's. I get that it's a little tight in some areas, you know what I mean? But, I don't know. There's just something so cool about this. It's basically Mare City Gief. I would say that the only issues that I have with this one, even though this one got a little bit higher than Guile, the shoes could be a little bit lighter, right? Love it. I just, anytime I fight Gief and he has this shit on, I always get a little happy inside. So we're definitely gonna go with that one. So Gief takes the 8th spot. All right, next up, we're gonna go with Ken for this one. We're gonna go with my boy. And we'll go with Ryu because he actually has something that is represented what? That's represented by the next mod, which is the effects. The effect mods are amazing, right? They're amazing. They're actually amazing. There's so many different colors to choose from, and in my opinion, man, this really lets you like customize how you want your character to be. Like if I want to make like, you know, like Violent Ken or something like that, there's like a purple like color that you can add. And for Ryu and a lot of the characters, there's you can change the color of the fireball as well, which is kind of amazing. So this one is basically like if you're doing his what is it, his EX fireball, which technically used to just be like an actual fireball. It wasn't just like a blue fireball, it was red. So the fact that you can just change the colors, in my opinion, is a really cool mod, in my opinion. They're relatively easy, I'd imagine, right? I don't think they're probably that hard to do. And in fact, I'm not sure. I don't mod video games at all, so I'm not sure if it is, but there's just something, again, about the color change, just the sort of custom aspect of it that I love so much, in my opinion. I think it's so cool. Ryu has a color change. I think everyone who has a projectile in this game has like a color swap for their special move. Either their special move or like if they have a specific projectile. So plus I thought this one looked pretty cool on Ryu, in my opinion. Number 7 goes to color customization of fireballs and certain special moves. The next one is another custom costume for a character many of us don't like because she's just so damn annoying to fight. But it's Mana. And again, another suited mod. I mean, come on, dude. Like, I don't know what it is. I think the reason I like this one so much is because it's like she can like wear this if she wants to, just based on who the character, like just the character. Like, I like how simple it is. You know what I'm saying? I like the simplicity of it, the heels, the color. Like, she's not going to a business meeting. This is just her like, this is how I look on this day. I just have my bra out. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I like it. But I don't know. I just like how clean it is. You know what I mean? There's just something so clean about it that I love so much. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I like it so much. So Mana gets the 6th spot for this one, in my opinion. It looks great. So the next one is our friend Ken again, except he's wearing a Devil May Cry 5 Dante's outfit, and it looks absolutely amazing. Granted, it looks a little big on him, right? Which we're about to see momentarily. Level 3. It looks a little big on him, but my goodness, that the modder who put this together, they did a great job. Yeah, it's like buff Dante, right? This thing looks amazing, right? It flows really well. The jacket flows incredibly well. It looks great. Look at this thing. Now, granted, Ken technically has like a colorway that resembles like Devil May Cry 5 Dante like colorway. But I think this looks really good, in my opinion. And this is like one of the first mods that dropped when the game came out. This shit literally came out like, I think, like within a week's time, man. So, and it still holds up really, really well. I feel like eventually Ken is going to get like an official like Dante outfit or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that, considering he had that in Street Fighter V with the Devil May Cry 4 Dante, which I will be, a picture of it should be showing up this part of the video. But yeah, man, this one looks absolutely... I love this one, man. It sucks that it's like default 1. And the only reason I'm saying it sucks is because if the person you're fighting can't actually see the mod you're wearing unless they also have the same mod installed. So if you pick this one, they're going to see you just wearing default 1 Ken, which isn't inherently an issue at all. Like, who cares? But I you know, it would be cool if they can also see the mods as well, outside of them having to download it. But regardless, man, I think I personally like this one so much just because it's Ken. Ken is like my favorite character in this game. He's my main, and Dante is like one of my favorite characters of all time. And it's number 5. There are 4 more that I personally like more. I would say this is probably my favorite costume, like modded costume. So I'll just go with that. It's number 5 on my top 10, but it's number 1 in my favorite costumes, modded costumes so far in Street Fighter 6. So this one is great. All right, so the next one is Cammy, and I think this is the first time no, this is not the first time I've seen it. I downloaded this a few days ago and I just tried it out for a little bit. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna this is actually what inspired this video. And there it is. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So this is technically Regina from Dino Crisis, but it's technically the chick who has the red hair and Exoprimal. But this is really Regina. So it's Regina just as Cammy. And I don't know about y'all, but this one really fits the character, in my opinion. I think this one looks amazing, dude. Like, look at that. Wow, dude. Look at this. Yeah, that thing is still hanging back there. Sorry. Yeah, no, this one, I would say this one is tied with my favorite Kens with Devil May Cry 5, man. I don't know what it is about this one. The sort of military look on Cammy, it just works, in my opinion. It's fantastic. I love it so much. The red hair just really pops, you know? And I'm hoping that this officially becomes something that Capcom adds to the game. I'm really hoping that they put this on Cammy because it works really, really well. I think this could be an official. It looks official, doesn't it? Like, it's amazing. I love it so much. The next 2 are actually kind of a combo. Number 3 and number 2 are kind of like a mix. We're gonna go to one-on-one. Gonna go to next. So the next 3 mods actually are not costumes. They're not anything that kind of changes the game outside of the presentation of the game. And what do I mean by that? Well, on the 3rd spot for my top 10 favorite mods so far in Street Fighter 6, it's the character select Street Fighter Alpha 3 character select music. For those who don't know, Street Fighter Alpha 3 is arguably my favorite Street Fighter game, or at least classic Street Fighter game of all time. I love this, and it gets me so hyped. Like I'm excited. I'm excited to fight. That's why I love this track so much. There's not like a lot happening right now. It's a pretty simple, you know, beat, but it just gives me so much nostalgia. It gets me hype. It feels like Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I like it so much. And the number 2 spot, and this is actually a good transition, is the Street Fighter Alpha 3 announcer. It's amazing. Let's just mess up Ryu real quick. Come here, Ryu. Just grab you real quick. Let's practice some combos. And I was trying to do the Jinrai loop there. Perfect. It's perfect, dude. Let's see what round 2 sounds like. Just want to hear it. I want to hear it. KO! You win! He doesn't say you win. But, yeah, man. That takes the number 2 spot. Street Fighter Alpha 3 announcer is like one of the best announcers of any fighting game ever. Whenever he says, it all depends on your skill. Go for broke. Like, Select your character, select your fighting style. Like, that's so iconic. It's like one of the most iconic fighting game announcers ever. However, the #1 spot goes to the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike announcer, which, I mean, are you kidding me? It's perfect, dude. It's perfect. I didn't play a lot of Third Strike growing up.
All right, that's cool.
That's so sick. It's a little loud at times, but it's fantastic, man. It really is. And I think the reason it takes the #1 spot for me is just because I've really grown to like Third Strike. The aesthetic of it, just everything about it, I love so much. I'm willing to say, let's see. KO. I wonder if there's like a round 3 one. Let me see. Yeah, there is. Final round. So yeah, the modder who created these, they did a really good job of ensuring like they get round 1, round 2, final round. I don't know if there's like additional rounds. They probably just have it set to where it's like additional stuff, you know? But I love it so much, man. There's so much of this game that like, to me, it's like, reminds me of Third Strike. And granted, there's other sort of little nods to all the games, I would say. But at the end of the day, man, it's quite nice. So yeah, that's my top 10 favorite mods in Street Fighter 6 so far. Obviously, my list is going to look very different to yours. Some of you might have different stuff in there that maybe I didn't have. I like to keep myself simple. I don't want it to be too over the top. Too many things, like when it becomes too much, it becomes a little bit too overstimulating. Mods that kind of harken back to the previous games where there's like previous announcers, or there's like custom modified music for the character select screen or in the actual game or something like that. Like, I love those mods. I love mods that like just when people go back to the previous games. I think that's so cool. And I think that's why it's so high on my list, because I've just been wanting that for so long in like a Street Fighter game. And honestly, if anything, I hope that Capcom really starts to capitalize more on that stuff. They're gonna make so much money if they just make it in a way where we can customize the experience ourselves. And this is obviously gonna affect mostly folks who don't have the game on PC, because if you have the game on PC, like, you have access to so many things. There's a big modding community who are making mods all the time. There's people who are making custom mods. A lot of the mods that I got are like public mods, meaning you can just, they upload it to the website and you download it, like custom, like commission mods that are also really cool. So anyways, let me know if you enjoyed the video in the comments below, and let me know which one was your favorite, or maybe let me know if there was one that maybe you thought I should have added to this one. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, my name is C4 Sages. Peace.